Hello, everybody. My name is Grand Vita Mortem. I am the godfather and founder of the Mortesian Syndicate, all the way back on October 14th, 2020. It's been a long while. Many late nights staying up, many early mornings where I didn't sleep the past evening. And I, amongst myself and my fellow staff members, and those old bloods and those who have been around for so long, all of our sacrifices, and all the things that we have done to ensure that this place could prosper. The greatest criminal syndicate, the greatest roleplay community in all of VR chat. There is nothing like us. There never will be anything like us. It is a lonely life we lead as a syndicate because we are both the forerunners and the only runners, alone in our endless race against time. But it is through you, and those who come after and those who have came before, that allow for our work to continue as it is. It is you all who are listening to this now, watching me in my uniform and watching all of these slides and pictures and artwork that we've all compiled over the course of the year. It is you, those who have created these memories, that have given life to our story. I didn't expect the syndicate to last this long, I will be frank. Even though in the beginning I did tell Mr. Night Panda, my royal consigliere, that we would make it big. We would be going big. We would be going into a large community. I did tell him this, but I always had my own self-doubt because of it. I always wondered, if I would be able to do it. After so many failures in life and love and living, would I be able to lead a community bigger than 100 people? Now, at the current number of this recording being 1,275, that feeling hasn't changed one bit. Every so often, that inkling of fear, creeps up into my soul of, am I a good enough leader? Am I doing enough? Am I enough to be able to lead these people to a better life, a better tomorrow, one that which we can conquer together and wave our banner proudly over the horizon as the conquering and the victorious army that we are? I still have these self-doubts. I still wonder, is this really what we should be doing? But then I look out on all of you. I look out on all of you who sit around me and smile and laugh and talk amongst each other about whatever the fuck it is that you want to talk about. I sit there, in silence or otherwise, and I listen. I listen to the words that you are saying, and I'm listening to the things that you are doing and everything that is involving every single one of you. And every so often I catch myself smiling. What sort of community could it be that would have such a joyous life as we? Though we've had our hardships, with various faces and various names attached, though we've had our own run-ins with the worst of humanity, we've had our run-ins with all these things and more. Through every single one, we have learned, we've adapted, we have overcame these insignificant curs that dared try to step before us. We did these things together. And it is because of you, and because of all of those who stand beside me as my staff members, my people, my family, those within the Mortesian Syndicate. It is because of all of you and all of them that we've prospered. We have created for ourselves a world. We have created for ourselves a family that we have chosen. We have created for ourselves our own corner of the metaverse itself. There is nothing quite so unique as us. You have all these other roleplay communities, all these other communities that exist, all these other groups of people, these people in general that parade themselves as communities, as, you know, groups of friends, as role players or whatnot, but they would not take that extra step to give themselves the real air of reality to what it is that they're doing. There is no provided legitimacy to what it is that they do. But here, you work for everything that you accomplish. You win every battle through the blood, sweat, and tears that you shed. And though some of you may cry when things fail, or you may beat yourself up in your own soul when you don't win, you learn. You grow. And when the next time it comes around, the next time you see those enemies, the next time you go and deal with any of this stuff, whether IRL or otherwise, you win. You prosper. And even if the battle is lost, you have not lost the war. Because there's always going to be a tomorrow. There's always going to be a tomorrow left to conquer. One of which you, my Mortesians, will never have to do alone. The metaverse is a large, large location, spanning hundreds of communities, roleplay, dance, drinking, fucking games, or otherwise. Yet even amongst all of these things, it is you who wears a unique face. It is you who amongst all of us, has your name, shares your stories. There is nobody like us. And there is nobody like you. 365 days. Yes, I know, numbers, wild. 365 days. By comparison, other communities took upwards of 2 to 3 years to get to the level that we are at right now. Through the dedication and the sacrifices that you and us have had to make, we have accomplished something that nobody in their entire fucking lives would ever have expected. There were naysayers. There are still naysayers. People within communities that have been around longer than us, people that have been in communities or have made communities that have been around shorter than us, they still believe that we will fail. Imagine that. People who know nothing about us making assumptions about us as if they know, as if they've experienced it, as if they understand anything that it is that revolves around what you and I do. There are other community leaders. There are other communities with members within them. But they will never share what it is that we have shared here. Over the course of a year, my Mortesians, 1,200 plus of you have decided to stay. And over the course of the year, we've had quite a few people come and go. If we kept every single person that we've always had, or that have come through the syndicate at one point or another, we would have 1,650 people. But in my eyes, this is a fake number. A false number that doesn't exist in my eyes, because why would I ever want people who would abandon their family to be considered as such? For one reason or another, those who stand by and like, this is not gonna go anywhere, fuck that. Or those of them who think, this just may not be my cup of tea. Fuck that. I don't care for them. They're gone. Gone like the memories that you do not need to keep. Repressed or otherwise. Those of you who have stayed, who have made this commitment, who have made this choice in your life to create this story with us, to add yourself to this collective narrative that we have created within our world, to mark yourself within Babylon, to add your brick to the tower as we meet up to the side, as we try to reach up to the heavens. It is you who has made it here with us today. And for that, I thank you. Because who else will, really? In the past, there was one other community that existed, called the Lolly Mafia, or the Bagel Boys, back in the day, once upon a time. They existed, under Nags 21. They existed, they did their thing. They founded a baseline for what it is that the rest of us in the community have been able to accomplish. But they did not accomplish what we have accomplished here. Through our leadership within the staff, through your participation and your own unique touch to the story that we have created, we have done far more than any of our ancestral communities have ever thought to be able to accomplish. Far more than any of these other communities could ever think to accomplish. And it is all because of you. Now, today, October 14th, 2021, we have done it. We have done what we have set out to accomplish an entire year ago. We have created a large community. We have made our mark on the history of the metaverse. We have done what nobody else could have ever expected to be able to be doing. We've done it. And we will continue to do it. Because how are we supposed to conquer tomorrow if we get stuck reminiscing about the past or getting lost in what to do today? We must plan for the future. We must associate ourselves knowing that tomorrow will come, and we must meet it head on, or we will get lost to it as we try to run away. We know these things. We know all of these things. But we know that we will never have to do it alone. My promise to you, my Mortesians, is that you will never be alone within the Syndicate. You will never be afraid that you will never have a friend to turn to. You will never be afraid or worried like, what am I going to do with myself today? God, life so fucking sucks. How am I supposed to make it feel better? There is no avenue to help me. You will never be allowed to have these thoughts within the Syndicate. Because I guarantee to you at least one of the 1,000+ fuckos that are around you can help you in one way or another, whether it be to listen to you, offer a hand, offer guidance, offer advice. Because that's what family does. And this, my Mortesians, is the family that you chose. So, let us celebrate and congratulations our Victory Day. The day that we have planned for at least 365 days. A day that at least I've been ruining for quite some time. Imagine that. Me having to make up a speech on the spot just so that I can tell you all how it is. Today is the day. Today is the day that history has made its mark on all of us. But this will not be the last day that we say these things. This will not be the last day that we talk about this. The last day that we feel this. this will not be our last day. We will have at least a couple more. At least. So long as you and I are willing to write this story together. So, my Mortesians, raise your glasses, raise your cups, raise your whatever the fuck it is that you have nearby. And let us commemorate this day properly. And let us renew our vows. I think that's something we should do. So, we're going to do the Oath of Mortem one more time. The first of our first year. And I shall host it for you. So, keep holding your cups or whatever the fuck high, and repeat after me. I, Grand Vita Mortem, swear upon my life and love, my word will be uncontestable. I swear upon my yesterday and today that I shall conquer my tomorrow. I swear upon my name that I will fight and die for my family. I swear that those whom we protect will never experience fear, for it is we who protect them. And I swear upon my honor and the code of Omerta to never betray the family that made me, nor raise a hand against its righteous desire. I swear these vows, and I will die before I covet them. Our motto, my Mortesians, that which we brand within our souls, that which we mark our everyday by, that we recite after every single time we do these, after every single baptism ceremony, the things some of us will carve onto our bodies and others onto their souls. Our motto, Conquistiamo domani. We conquer tomorrow. Happy anniversary, my Mortesians.